What's going on, guys? C-Styles here, and today I want to bring you something a little bit different. Obviously I'm not live streaming right now, but what I did want to do instead is go back to a match that I just had in ranked and give you my thought process and break down exactly what was going on in the match, why I made certain decisions when I did, and hopefully you guys can learn from it if you're an Aganos player, or maybe even if you're a Conrod player, because in this match I went up against a very good Conrod player. He understood the matchup, knew how to properly punish me, and it was a good set. Went back and forth. We both made some wrong reads at different times, which could have ultimately cost us the win or the loss. So we're going to try this out. Hope you guys enjoy. We're going into this first of 3 set. And whenever I see a Conrod player, the first thing I want to do right off the start is put pressure on them. I want to make sure they don't get sand out, because once they get sand out, the amount of options that they have open up dramatically. So immediately off the start I jump, and depending on what he does will dictate what I do. In this case, I was going for jump heavy kick, jump medium kick, which is a great air-to-air tool for Aganos. We'll see how it goes. Right there, he actually beat it out. It was very smart. Conrod's fastest air-to-air is going to be his jumping light kick, and that was very smart. So already I'm in a little bit of trouble. I had 2 chunks. I burned them both just to open them up right there, and I got 2 chunks back. So now the momentum's slightly in my favor. He does have sand out, so I do have to respect that. Trying to put pressure on, open him up again, but unfortunately got combo broke. Again, now I gotta hold all this basically. He's put me in good block strings, great pressure, burnt my last chunk. So now I'm a little worried. I have 1 chunk left, so I'm in no reason to force the issue here. You gotta realize that when you're fighting against a Conrod player, you don't always need to pressure. Let him come to you. If he's gonna sit this far away, there's no need to go in. He's a character that needs to come to you, and I made a great read right there. I went for the natural disaster. I did the cross up right there, and I did it because I thought he was either going to be using a scarab or a sand spike, and it was a great way to cross him up. So I got my wall up, but unfortunately he made a great read. He did the shadow clutch, which beat out my standing medium punch. It was very smart. Alright, here we go. Caught his backdash. Got him locked out. This is going to be huge for me. It's going to be a level 3 chunk, which means I got full chunks. I got a bar meter, but he has instinct and a bar. So I closed the stage. Very smart on his part. Did instinct activation and caught my free jump frames, and he knew to clutch me out, which was very, very smart. So now he's got the pressure on. I got to hold all this. But unfortunately for me, I was in a pre-jump, and he beat me out. Popped instinct to saw he was thrown out of normal, beat it with the shadow rune. So as you can see, we're pretty even. Halfway through the match, we're at 50 seconds in, and now we're just even on the second life bar. So, and we're basically reset up. We each have similar meter. I have 1 club and I got 2 chunks. Probably shouldn't have thrown it right there, because you saw what happened. I tried to chunk up. He knocked out 2 of my chunks for me trying to gain 1, so I actually lost 1 chunk in the process. That was a good shadow counter. Unfortunately for him, I had chunks, so I was able to block the second hit. Just like that. That was huge damage right there. 40-some%, I believe. Yeah, 42%. Now I'm in trouble. I have no chunks. Just trying to use normals, trying to counter hit him out of whatever he's doing. Now I got him a little bit of pressure. I got chunks, making him think about what he's going to do. Another chunk. Pops instinct, saw me going for this throw, hit me out of it with the shadow roll. That was very smart. Just like that, takes the life bar. Very, very smart by Freaky Jason there. And the thing about that shadow whirl, normally if I do have 1 chunk, I could actually throw him out of it. Believe it or not. I'll get hit in the first one, but my throw frame data will actually allow me to throw him out of the move. So unfortunately it didn't work out there. Just the timing of when the whirl started up in reference to my throw caused him to get all the hits, and then cost me the life bar. So after that, I'm thinking, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. He knows how to properly punish me. He knows what normals to throw out when. He knows what specials to throw out when. So I got to approach this a little bit differently and see if we could overcome this in the second match here. Same thing off the rip. I definitely want to keep pressure on him. But last time he did jump heavy, or I'm sorry, jump light kick, which actually beat out my air to air. So I'm taking that into consideration, opening this up. I'm going to fake the pressure, like I did last time, but you'll see what I do a little different here. Putting pressure on. Oh, up flick. That's exactly what I want. I've gotten knocked down. I got the pressure with my normals now. That was an excellent backdash right there. I was still trying to pressure him with normals. He got out of the pressure just like he should have. Standing heavy into confirm, unfortunately got broken. That's just how it goes. I could have did any manual right there. I chose to do medium. Didn't work out. So I got one chunk. We're at even meter. I have a slight life lead on him. So again, I have no reason to go in if he's trying just to stay at full screen. Tried in shadow counter to jump heavy. Timing just wasn't there. But I made a good read right there as well. Now I got pressure in the corner, exactly what I wanted to. Between standing light kick, standing light punch, jump heavy, standing medium. All buttons I want to be hitting. Popped instinct. Unfortunately, he made the wrong read right there. So now I'm sitting good. Got him out of his first life bar. He's losing instinct. I got 2 chunks to play with. Again, he wants to stay full screen. That's fine. I'm in no hurry at all. Trying to trade out moves right there. Very smart on the shadow clutch. Beat out. I was trying to stomp right there. See, he made a good read. It just didn't work out. He thought I was going to be jumping. I stayed grounded. And I got him beat out there. So I'm still in slowdown right here. I need to be careful what I'm doing. I'm still a little floaty and my normals are slow. Again, same thing. I was literally about to jump, but it just didn't work out. Traded him out right there, but he broke my medium blinker. Didn't work out. Shadow Natural Disaster. Huge move right there. Unfortunately for me, when I did that standing heavy kick manual into the wall, it did break it down, so it was the third hit of the wall. Could have been more damage, but those are the breaks you get. So I'm sitting good. I got instinct. I almost got 2 bars. I do have 2 bars now. Again, I have 1 chunk. I don't need to force the issue. He needs to come to me. I have the life lead. Put the wall up. Close the stage down. Now right there is something you do not see a lot of Aganos players do in this matchup. I did a light version of the Natural Disaster. I didn't do the medium or heavy on purpose because I didn't want to make contact with Conra. I just wanted to close the gap so I would be in better range of my normals between my down heavy kick, or I could jump in with a jump heavy punch or jump heavy kick. In that case, I had the wall up behind him, chose to pop instinct, which gave me my peacemaker and allowed me to mix them up between high and low, medium punches, standing medium punch, whatever it was. In that case, it worked out. Was able to close out the match. So as you can see, the slight adjustments I made in the match caused me to be victorious. And from his side of the coin, obviously it didn't work out. He made some good hard reads with the vertical clutches. He did the 45-degree clutch a couple times. I just didn't jump. I mean, if he would have did the straight one, I would have gotten punished. He made a hard read on the vertical one, anticipating my jump in. I just didn't jump. So, I mean, those are the breaks that happen in ranked. And then you see as well, he combo broke me, I think, twice. One on my medium manual and then one on my medium linker. So it didn't work out for me there. So it's just the breaks that happen in ranked. I mean, all those combinations of events could have happened a little bit differently. But regardless, it's now 1-1. We're going into the final match. I was happy with the adjustments I made from the first match to the second one, so I'm going to continue using that same mindset of attacking him, and hopefully we'll close this out. And again, like always, versus Conra, you want to put pressure on him right away. Don't want to let him establish that spacing to get sand out, get scarabs out, and then he could start boring you from there. We traded in the air, heavy to heavy. For me, that's a win. But regardless, now I have a wall. I have no chunks. I'm in trouble right now. He just got a sand trap out. Oh, just like that. Goes for the counter break. Just didn't work out. I chose not to break. But now we're in neutral. I have no chunks. He has sand out. I'm just chilling. I am in no hurry. I'm down life. True, so he could keep on abusing that if he wants. That was very, very nice right there. Faked the normal attack and went right into clutch. This is my chance. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. As you can see, I'm in a lot of trouble right now. I'm down, what, 60-70% life? Instinct activation, I saw the throw animation frames, did my shadow pulverize, which is throw invulnerable, to start my offense. Good blocks. I'm doing these heavies. It'll close the gap and it'll break away any scarabs that he puts out. So now I closed the gap a little bit better. That's unfortunate. Natural Disaster did not recapture like I wanted to. He didn't jump down as quickly as I thought he would. And he closed out the first life bar. I have no instinct. He's up about 40% life. And I just got my first chunk. So I gotta be patient, in no hurry. It's a long match. I just gotta wait for my opportunity to open him up. That was a good read on my part. Unfortunately, it burnt my chunk. Get him locked out. That is huge. I go for max damage in that case. I only got one chunk out of the situation, which is really unfortunate for me. Goes for the Shadow Whirl. In that case, different from the first one, I was able to throw him out of the second hit of it, which was huge. I was able to end his life bar and start momentum into the second leg. So right now I'm just trying to poke him with normals. Huge cross up. He panicked. Counterbreaker. That was exactly what I needed. Going for max damage, max punish, full chunks. I'm up about 50% life with full chunks and a bar meter. I knew he did that last time, so I was jumping right after. Now he is in a world of hurt. I have the screen closed down. Got momentum. He has instinct in the bar, so I gotta respect it. Alright, throws me in. I knew I was gonna shadow pulverize right there. No matter what he did, I was gonna at least negate it. Good games to Freaky Jason. I was able to close it out. That was a great sit and ranked. And as you guys can see, the match could have went either way, probably 6 or 7 times over. It was just the combination of events that worked in my favor. Now, who's to say when we meet again in rank that could go his way? But in this first to 2 set, I was victorious. So good games for Freaky Jason. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I was just trying to get you guys a little bit better insight onto my thought process in a ranked match. Versus Conra, it can be frustrating, but as an Aganos, I feel he does have the tools to be victorious. As you see, I made proper adjustments and made good reads in certain situations. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll do this again in the future. If you guys have any comments on how I did in this video, please let me know. Message me on Twitter, leave a comment in the section below. But until we meet again, guys, hope everybody enjoys the video. Thanks. Peace.